Hi students, today I am doing the problems from the exercise 10.1 in the topic vector algebra. First problem, represent graphically of 40 kilometer 30 degrees east of north. This is north. We know that this is south direction and this is east and this side we have west. These are the directions north, south, east and west. Here represent graphically of 40 kilometer 30 degrees east of north. Here east of north means we have to take from north to east. It's given that 40 kilometer. So the length of the vector is 40 kilometer. Let us take this point P. The length of OP equal to 40 kilometer. It moves from here to here 30 degrees. So this is the direction 30 degrees. So here OP bar is the required vector. What is the required vector? Having a distance of 40 kilometer and the direction is 30 degrees east of north. Second problem, classify the following measures as scalars and vectors. First one. First of all, we should know what do you mean by scalar. Scalar is a physical quantity which is having only magnitude but no direction. But when it comes to vector, it is having magnitude as well as direction. Now here we have to identify which is a scalar and which is a vector. First one, 10 kg. Clearly it is a weight. It doesn't have direction. Since it is a weight and it does not have direction, we say that this is said to be a scalar. Next, 2 meters northwest. It is a directed distance. Since it is a directed distance, clearly we say that it's a vector. Next one, 40 degrees. 40 degrees is a temperature. Since it is a temperature, it's only measured. It doesn't have direction. So that we say that this is a scalar. Next one, 40 watt. This is also a scalar. Next, 10 power minus 19 coulomb. It's electric charge. Since it is electric charge measurement, so we say that it's a scalar. Next, 2 meter per second square. Here 2 meter per second is velocity. 2 meter per second square is always acceleration. Since it is acceleration, so that we say that clearly it is a vector. Classify the following as scalar or vector quantities. First one, time period. Clearly, time period is a scalar. It doesn't have any direction. Next, distance. Distance means a person moving from this place to that place. It doesn't show any direction here. So here clearly it says that this is also a scalar. Next, force. When you are applying force on any particle or any object, it shows direction as well as magnitude. So here we say that clearly it is a vector. Velocity. Velocity is clearly a vector. It is having direction, also magnitude. Work done. Work is always a scalar. Fourth problem, in figure 10.6, a square, identify the following vectors. First one, co-initial vectors. First of all, we should know what do you mean by co-initial vectors. Co-initial vectors means if the vectors are having the same initial point, then we say that those vectors are said to be co-initial vectors. See, OA vector, OB vector, OC vector, all these three vectors are having the same initial point O. So that we say that these vectors OA vector, OB vector and OC vector are co-initial vectors. Now we have to identify what are the co-initial vectors in the diagram. Here the co-initial vectors are, if you identify these two vectors, these two are having the same initial point. This is the initial point. Since these two vectors are having same initial point, we say that these two vectors are said to be co-initial vectors. So here we can take A vector comma D vector. Let us verify one more pair now. A vector, B vector. This is the end point of this vector A bar, and B vector end point is this one. These two don't have the same initial point. So these two are not co-initial vectors. Now B vector and C vector, these two also don't have same initial point. Similarly, take C vector and D vector, these two also don't have same initial point. So clearly from the diagram we conclude that A vector and D vector are always co-initial vectors. Next, equal vectors. What do you mean by equal vectors? Equal vectors means two vectors are said to be equal vectors if they have same magnitude and same direction. See, this is the vector A and this is the vector B we have. These two vectors are having same magnitude. The length of the vector is same. The length of the vector A and vector B is same. So that we say that these two vectors are said to be always equal vectors. So whenever you want to verify equal vectors, you have to verify two conditions. One is magnitude must be same, second one is direction must be same. So here from the diagram we have to identify whether A vector and C vector have same direction or not. A vector direction is in this way, C vector direction is in this way we have. So these two vectors are having a different direction but magnitude is same. So here we say that C vector is the negative vector of A vector. So these two vectors are not equal vectors. let us verify B vector and D vector. B vector direction is we have downwards and D vector also we have downwards direction. Now magnitude is also same. Since the magnitude of these two vectors is same and direction is also in the same way, we say that these two vectors are said to be equal vectors. So here B vector, D vector are said to be equal vectors. Now collinear but not equal. From the diagram, A vector and C vectors are collinear. Two vectors are said to be collinear if they have same support or parallel support. So here these two vectors are having parallel support. And we have to verify, are they equal? Clearly we came to know that these two are not equal because A vector direction is not equal to C vector direction. These two are having opposite direction. So we say that collinear but not equal means here A vector comma C vector. Here C vector is the negative of A vector. Fifth problem, answer the following as true or false. First problem, A vector and minus A vector are collinear. Two vectors A and B are said to be collinear if A vector equal to lambda into B vector. Two vectors A vector and B vector are collinear if A vector equal to lambda into B vector. It's given that A vector and minus A vector are collinear. Clearly we can take it as minus A vector equal to minus 1 into A vector. Take this is B vector and take this is A vector. B vector equal to lambda is a scalar here. Here lambda is a scalar. In the place of lambda here we have minus 1. So that we say that A vector and minus A vector are always collinear. Clearly it is true. Next, second one. Two collinear vectors are always equal in magnitude. Take one vector A vector here. This is A vector. And take one more 2A vector. Clearly A vector and 2A vector are collinear. But the magnitude of A vector is not equal to the magnitude of 2A vector. The magnitudes of these two vectors are not same. So we say that it is false. It's false. So collinear vectors are always not equal in magnitude. Next, third one. Two vectors having same magnitude are collinear. In space, take it as x-axis and it is y-axis, it is z-axis. The unit vector along x-axis is I cap. The unit vector along y-axis is j cap. We know that mod I cap equal to mod j cap equal to 1. These two are having same magnitude. I cap and j cap are having the same magnitude, that is 1. But these two vectors are not collinear. These two vectors are perpendicular to each other. All these three vectors, here one more we have k cap here, I cap, j cap, k cap are mutually perpendicular to each other. So we say that two vectors having same magnitude are not collinear. These two vectors are not collinear. I cap and j cap are not collinear. they are not parallel, they are not lying along the same line. So it is also false. Next, two collinear vectors having the same magnitude are equal. Take two collinear vectors. A vector is one vector and one more vector is minus a vector. These two are having the same magnitude. A vector is this one and minus a vector is this one. When you see the diagram, these two are having the same magnitude, but these two are having different direction. So these two are not equal vectors. What do you mean by equal vectors? Equal vectors means the two vectors should have the same magnitude and the same direction. But here magnitude is same but direction is opposite. So we say that it's false. Example, if A vector and B vector are the vectors determined by two adjacent sides of a regular hexagon. Regular hexagon means there will be six sides 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the six sides are having equal magnitude, are having equal length. Here clearly AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to DE equal to EF equal to FA. Now here we have to find what are the vectors determined by the other sides taken in order. Here AB vector is given by A vector, BC is given by B vector. Here AB vector equal to A vector and BC vector is given by B vector. Now here we have to find CD vector. To find the CD vector, join A and C. Also join A and D. Now we can take it as AC vector plus CD vector equal to AD vector. So here we have to find AC vector. By triangle law, AC vector is always equal to AB vector plus BC vector. AB vector plus BC vector. So here AB vector equal to, we have A vector. Take A vector plus BC vector equal to, here we have B vector. So here AC vector is always equal to A vector plus B vector. Now to find the CD vector, find the AD vector. Clearly AD vector is 2 times of BC vector. AD vector equal to 2 times of BC vector. 2 times of BC vector equal to, here we have B vector. So here we have AD vector equal to 2 into B vector. Now from the triangle ACD, the triangle law is AC vector plus CD vector equal to AD vector. From triangle ACD, by triangle law, we can take AC vector plus CD vector equal to AD vector. So here we have to find CD vector here. So CD vector equal to AD vector minus AC vector. Here AD vector already we have 2 into B vector. So right here AD vector equal to 2 into B vector minus AC vector. AC vector equal to, we have by triangle law already we got A vector plus B vector. Since we have minus, put in brackets A vector plus B vector equal to 2B vector minus A vector minus B vector equal to minus A vector plus B vector. So equal to, we are getting B vector minus A vector. Next one, DE vector. DE vector is always equal to negative of AB vector. So we can take it as DE vector equal to minus AB vector. These two are having magnitude is same, only the direction is opposite. So we can take it as minus AB vector, which is equal to minus A vector. Now EF vector is always equal to, the magnitudes of these two are same, but only the direction is different. So we can take it as EF vector equal to minus BC vector. Minus B vector equal to minus B vector. Next, FA vector, it is parallel to CD vector, but the direction is opposite. Magnitude is same. So here we can take it as FA vector equal to minus DC vector. FA vector equal, sorry, FA vector equal to DC vector, which is nothing but minus CD vector. Already we have CD vector equal to B vector minus A vector. So minus of B vector minus A vector, which is equal to A vector minus B vector. So here we have got CD vector equal to B vector minus A vector. This is B vector minus A vector, and DE vector equal to, this vector is minus A vector, and EF vector equal to, this vector is minus B vector. Next, FA vector equal to A vector minus B vector. Example, if A vector, B vector, comma C vector be the vectors represented by the sides of a triangle taken in order, then prove that A vector plus B vector plus C vector is always equal to null vector. Take ABC be a triangle here. Let BC vector equal to A vector. Let BC vector equal to A vector. Next, take CA vector equal to B vector and AB vector equal to C vector. Now here we have to prove that A vector plus B vector plus C vector equal to null vector. To prove this, take A vector plus B vector plus C vector equal to, here A vector equal to BC vector plus B vector equal to CA vector plus C vector equal to AB vector. By triangle law, we know that BC vector plus CA vector is always equal to, the sum of these two is always equal to BA vector plus AB vector. From these two, since these two are same, we can take this one equal to BB vector. BB vector is nothing but null vector here. So, it's a null vector. In triangle ABC, AA vector is a null vector, BB vector is a null vector, CC vector is a null vector. The initial point and the terminal point coincide, then that vector is said to be null vector. So, we proved that A vector plus B vector plus C vector equal to null vector.